Hey guys, Lewis here, and I'm back with another episode of Plague Inc. Evolve. Now before I actually get into the episode, I would like to let you guys know that this episode was recorded at the very end of April. This is actually, well, not the end of April, it's April 28th right now, but by the time you guys will see this, it will probably be sometime June, because I have the video, I'm gonna have this particular episode of Plague Inc. scheduled to release in June, because I'm gonna still be on vacation. So this is a really old video. I wanted to put it up first, but at the same time it would interrupt the rest of my video schedule. Anyway, so let's jump on in. We only have a few plagues left. Last time we did the bacteria, we did the virus, we did the fungus, Neurax, parasite, necro. We've done all those. Alright, we've done everything with the exception of a couple of the cheat plagues, but I'm not going to count those. So we're down to the Prion and the bioweapon. I am going to work on the bioweapon. So as you can see, the bioweapon is an exceptionally lethal pathogen that kills everything it touches. Very lethal, and sounds like what its name would suggest. Alright, so it looks like I have the catalytic switch for late game evolution, genetic mimic to prevent the cure, aquasite for faster sea travel, extremophile for flexibility, transstasis. That was transmissions don't increase. Okay, so obviously I want fast transmissions. I kind of remember what my tactics were, just spread as quickly as possible because there is a bit of a countdown timer of the plague against you, meaning its lethality will build over time. So we're going to be playing on normal, of course. Go ahead and get Miracle Pill out, and this bioweapon shall be called... You know what? In honor of you guys, I'm gonna name it after all of you, so... The viewers. The viewers shall wipe out the world! Alright, welcome to Plague Inc. You are a new bioweapon. To win, you must evolve and spread across the world, wiping out all humans in the ultimate plague. Select the start location. Now normally when at least what I remember, I normally used to play in China with the bioweapon because of the large population, but I know that works against me because I want to transmit my plague very quickly, so I need a low population country with high transmission rates, and the best candidate for that is Egypt because of their double seaport, which will also combo well with the aquasite. So we're gonna start there. Alright. The viewers begin in Egypt. The viewers has infected its first human. Weak and used to hot temperatures. It must evolve using DNA points to infect more people. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this into fast forward. Bioweapons is a disease type. Viewers is a bioweapon that was accidentally released. You will automatically become lethal over time. Can you infect everyone before you kill your carriers? Let's hope. Alright, so now it's the waiting game. And hopefully my lethal doesn't build up too fast, otherwise I will have to delay it. Alright, we are at 4 points right now. How much is my first transmission cost? We want water, so that's 9. We got 5, that's 7. But yeah, like I was saying earlier at the beginning of this episode, by the time you guys see this video, I will still be in Vietnam, probably getting ready to go back to the United States actually, but the video will be released while I'm there. Alright, cheap clean power discovered. Green tech firm claims to have developed the power station that runs entirely on laughter and joy. Denies reports of oil barrels nearby. That actually kind of reminds me of, what was the movie? Monster Inc. When I saw it as a kid. You know, where they were scaring kids and then later turned to laughing kids as a form of power. It is an interesting idea. Maybe in the future. Alright, it costs us 15 points for water too. That's not what we want right now, so we'll go with air. Increase our infectivity before our lethal builds up. As of now, we have no lethal. London Olympics are still a mystery. People are still not sure of going to the Olympics because of the plague. How much points does the next air? 14 and 15. Alright, I'm gonna try to save up for 15. In order to do that, let's fast forward a bit. Historic space mission planned. Interesting. Spanish galleon found in Ecuador. Okay, let's go ahead and pause and put this into the water. As you can see, lethal has built up over time, and that's pretty bad because it's gonna start killing people. Now, in order to do that, we have free abilities here for the bioweapon. We have the gene compression, reduces the likelihood of lethal genes becoming unlocked over time, so this kind of falls into the mutation category where it will mutate lethal symptoms. There's nucleic acid neutralization. Reset the lethal potential of weapon. Will take time to regenerate, so it brings our lethal back down. And deactivate modified genes. Reduce the lethal by deactivating key genes on controlling the toxin production. These are both worth 2 points altogether, so we are going... Actually, I only have enough for 1. This will require 1 more point. Alright, there it is. Oops, that's the pause. And I'll go ahead and go into nucleic acid neutralization to keep my lethal down as much as possible. I don't want us killing too soon, and we're not spreading fast enough. We just made it into Libya, which is nice. The lethal counter actually is separate, meaning what I mean by that is each country has its own lethal counter time before the bioweapon goes lethal. So Libya and South Africa, for example, will have a slightly later lethal timer. As you can see, the lethal is already starting to go up a bit. I'm gonna let it go for now. I'm gonna try to save up points for Air 2. So we're just gonna go ahead and fast forward a bit. Hopefully I don't regret this decision. We are not getting our points right now. We are killing, which is unfortunate. Libya hasn't started dying yet. And we are spreading fast across the world, which opens up more transmission routes for us. We'll go into Air 2 to help us with airports. These will cost 4 points each. We need to save up for a bit. Alright, we are in the US. Very nice. We are UK. Japan. Alright, at least we got the Olympics covered for now. Is Libya dying? Yes. Yes, they are, actually. So... let's save up for a bit. I can afford a couple more deaths for now. Come on, I need the points. Bring in the points, viewers. New minor disease spreading. In a normal checkup, a doctor in Egypt found a new disease which has been named the viewers. It appears to be mostly harmless, but must be investigated further. Other countries are reporting this disease. Alright, so they found our starting country, which is not surprising because that's the country heavily infected right now. So they have a chance at getting at patient 0, but this is a bioweapon, therefore it will be harder to take care of. So we'll go into that. This requires 1 more point, so we're going to try to get that. First death occurs in South Africa. Well, that's wrong because the first deaths occurred in Egypt, but that's the first death they have on record of this plague. Alright, so we've reduced the lethal and stopped the timer for now, hopefully to give us enough time to finish off our transmissions. We need 16 more points for extreme bioaerosol. Egypt starts working on a cure, that's fine. We have genetic mimic to try to slow them down while we kill off everybody. Alright, I need, how much was it? 15, 16 points? Severe storm strikes in Colombia. Where is Colombia, actually? Should be over here. Yes. Alright, so we aren't actually there yet, which is good. So that just killed off some people. 16 points, so we need 1 more. There we go. Boost our transmissions up. How's our abilities looking? What's the next cost? 8 and 8. Alright, so we'll save up for that. I want to spread as quickly as I can to other countries before we start killing them off. We don't even have to worry about lethal symptoms because the plague does that by itself. So we just have to worry about transmissions and infectivity. Alright, so let's go ahead and that'll bring it down quite a bit, actually. So we're gonna do that just to cut it down. And we are going to go into our symptoms and start working on more infectivity. That, or we could just leave it up to the transmissions to take care of that, but I do want to work on this. So we'll get coughing, rash, cyst. Alright, we got the starting abilities. So London Olympics is a success. It's because we don't have any resistances, which I am actually going to work on next. Although, truth be told, they don't seem to need resistance, except for certain countries like Canada, where it's cold and whatnot. So we are going to work on that. So we'll get cold resistance 1, we'll work on drug resistance next. Anemia has mutated on its own, which is good. That's more infectivity for us. Alright, let's get drug resistance to help us out with the wealthier countries. The viewer has been placed on the watch list. The viewers has been placed on the RMS watch list. Although not very dangerous, governments warned that a more deadly strain could appear. What do you mean it's not dangerous? It's a bioweapon. Get your facts straight, RMS. Alright, let's see. We'll go into tier 2 cold resistance, help us out in the colder countries like Russia and Canada. Tsunami hits New Zealand. Okay, New Zealand's death rate. Okay, we are starting to lose infected there. We cannot allow that. I don't know. Yeah, we are losing it. New Zealand's leading the global cure effort. I don't know if we can make it back to New Zealand now. Ah, dang it, New Zealand. Alright, I need to get into necrosis. I'm just short. 32 points. I should have gotten to necrosis earlier. Alright, looks like the infection flared up again in New Zealand, which is good. But the lethal is up because I decided to go with necrosis. I have to keep an eye on it. Hopefully our infection rate will be able to outpace New Zealand's death rate. We'll go into symptoms again. We will once again work on more infectivity. We will affect the richer countries. We will go into asbestos for more infectivity. Nausea, not that infective. Pneumonia, a bit. Sneezing is very infective. We'll get that. Alright, New Zealand's doing alright for now. Global research is focused on the cure, that's fine. I'm not too worried about you right now. I am just focused on keeping our infected alive long enough so that we can kill everybody. Alright, our infection rate is still keeping ahead of the death rate relatively in New Zealand, so let's go ahead and help them out a bit. What would be the best? Don't really need genetic hardening right now. I just need more infectivity. These are all deadly symptoms that boost mutations, which I don't want. Let's go with transmissions. We will go with blood contact. We will also go into birds to spread by air in case we need it. Well, not air, but also land borders. At this point, it's just go all in on infectivity. So let's get rodents as well. Alright, hopefully that will be able to counter it enough. Fever symptom has mutated. That's a bit lethal, so I have to be careful with that. Alright, got some more points to work with. Let's continue on. Should I work with livestock? Maybe. I'll go with urban for now. Get the cities. Alright, infectivity is definitely going up in New Zealand now that we boosted up our urban transmissions. How's Sweden doing? Sweden's holding fine. Is there any healthy country left on the world? No, there is not. We are all infected there. Necrosis is helping, which is good. Nausea has mutated on its own. That's fine. How's the cure rate? They are at 38%. Let's go ahead and knock that bit down. Actually, we don't even have to worry about it, but we will slow them down with drug resistance so we can kill people off more and infect them as well. There we go, New Zealand's infection rate just exploded. There are no healthy people left in the world. That means we can just sit back and let the plague go on its way. So, what we could do is we can just devolve all of these and just let the infection, the lethal build up, and then put our own lethal in. So we'll get hemorrhage shock. It's a very backwards plague if you look at it. Mexico is in anarchy, but as you can see, I devolved the things that were holding my plague back just to get us the extra lethal. Quite a good run, quite a good run. I was actually thinking I was going to lose that when New Zealand almost died off. Might as well just go into internal hemorrhaging for now. Walking Dead symptom combo, insomnia and anemia are causing people to walk around gray with tiredness. Scientists working on cure for the viewers are less productive. Yay. Hooray for pseudo zombies. New Zealand is still sending out research teams, which is fine because that's extra points for me. And we might as well just rub salt in the wounds by giving more lethal. And the plague is still building up over time. But we'll go with systemic for now. This was a good run. I actually thought I was going to lose that one, and this is generally the tactics I use on Mega Brutal too. Would be embarrassing if I caught that on video, but hey, just shows you that even the most experienced viral players here can get caught off guard by the RNG. The viewers to destroy humanity. The viewers has destroyed the world despite the world's best efforts. The last few humans know they are watching the end of history. Yeah, they are watching the viewers as the viewers kill everybody. The immune suppression has mutated. That's just an extra boost to our lethal and mutation rate, which we don't need because everybody is now dead. The viewers has successfully eliminated all life on Earth. Let's actually check the charts because the chart for the bioweapon is very, very interesting. Alright, it only took our bioweapon 562 days. It was pretty complex. They only got up to 48%. Not bad. Let's take a look. Healthy, for the most part, was steadily declining by day 64. And by the time 190, that's when our plague started working on symptoms and lethal. Yes, as you can see, lethal was already beginning at 190. Not bad, not bad. So, that's it for episode 8 of Plague Inc. Evolved. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.